Welcome back to the Savage Report. I'm Andy Savage. We're talking about the way the Charleston Farmers Market is making decisions on who stays and who goes at their popular Saturday morning market in Marion Square. The city would not make anyone available for this program, saying the market director was taking a cruise and Cultural Affairs spokeswoman Ellen Dressler-Morrow couldn't make it for personal reasons. But who are the people that make up these juries that decide on vendors? There are two sets of judges, one for the arts and crafts and one for food. They are appointed by the Farmers Market Advisory Board. Former City Councilwoman Yvonne Evans, who was also named a judge for crafts, Bridge Run organizer Julian Smith, and Farmers Market manager Karen Williams. Who did they pick? Well, on the food side, the judges include two pastors from St. Mark's Lutheran Church that sits right across the street from the market, Sarah Lang and Joseph Bolick. Then there is Susan Wigley. She was the culinary director at the Art Institute, and she is joined by her husband, Jim Wigley, who is a general contractor. One other judge is David Bagaski, who's on the faculty of Trident Technical Culinary Institute and used to own John's Island Cafe. So out of 5 judges, 2 have experience in the food industry. And on the craft side, there is former City Councilwoman Yvonne Evans, Enid Idelson, a local businesswoman with years of experience in antiques and home furnishings, and Greg Jenkins, the Gibbs Museum Operations Director. Nina Lou is also on the jury. She's an art gallery owner, and Dornda Harmon, who works on Piccolo Spoleto. We asked how these judges are selected and if the judges themselves are ever evaluated, but the city wouldn't tell us. In fact, for a list of questions the city wouldn't answer, go to our website, c2savagereport.com. Join us now is Kimberly Harper. Kimberly has sold pottery at the farmers market for 9 years. Kimberly, how did you learn that you were no longer invited to the big show on Saturday morning?
I was sent a group email that said I was no longer accepted into the farmers market. After 9 years, you can see I was very disappointed.
And why did they tell you you weren't invited back?
Apparently my scores were not high enough.
Well, you've been there 9 years, right?
I have 9 years.
Has anybody complained about you? Has anybody been upset with you? Has there been any incident down there? Has anybody complained about your product, your attitude, the people that work there?
Absolutely not. In fact, I'm friends with all the market vendors. It's like a big family out there. I have many repeat customers, both locals, visitors from other states who repeat year after year.
And you have a pretty good product. I mean, your product is sold not only in the farmers market where you interact with the customers, but also down at Charleston Place, right, in the heart of Charleston.
Yes.
And you're also out at Kiowa.
Yes.
You know, Kim, we've had a hard time getting the city to communicate with us about this. We don't know what the hidden agenda is and whether they're being highly selective on who the artists are that they're going to allow into the park. But it seems to me they're going in a different direction than the Saturday morning program has been for years and years and years successfully. But we did get copies of the scores. And in fact, we got a copy of your scores. And you know one thing that we noticed?
What?
They're all over the place. For instance, they're categorized you in 2 separate areas, one being courteous and strong customer service, another being knowledgeable staff, and 2 of the judges, Laura Liu and Greg Jenkins, gave you the highest score possible, a 5, and Yvonne Evans gave you the lowest score possible. Kim, what was your interaction with them? What did you do? Did you know they were there? Did you speak to them? Did they interview you? Did they ask you about the product? Did they ask you about where you create the product?
Actually, we were told to let them do their jobs and leave them be. They were walking around with clipboards, so I recognized them. But I had no interaction with anyone.
So you intentionally didn't talk to them because you were instructed not to talk to them?
Correct.
Kim, one of the surprising things that I saw when I looked through your scores is that you're supposed to have 5. I have 5 pieces of paper. But if you look at one of the judges' scores, it's completely blank.
Wow.
Why is that, and how did that hurt you in your effort to go back there this spring?
Well, Mr. Savage, this is the first that I've heard of this. That is a little disturbing to me, that because I have 1 blank score,
How much of this Saturday morning provides you with the funds and resources to carry on in your everyday life?
This is the majority of my income, actually, and I've been doing it for 9 years. So I do look forward to the spring season starting up again.
Well, you're not going to be there. Come April, you're not allowed back. What are you going to do about that? Are you going to appeal this decision? Is there an appellate route you can take?
I'm not sure if there's an appeal system. I would like to find out, however.
Kim Harper, West Ashley artist, we always enjoyed seeing you on Saturday morning, and we hope you get back there. Good luck.
Thank you.
And when we come back, the city of Charleston wouldn't provide anyone to talk to us about how the farmers market decisions are being made, so we called almost every judge, and only one agreed to tell the public how it all works. She's next. You're watching The Savage Report on Comcast C2, where we're all local all the time.